Hey guys, Steven here, Fanatic Perspective. Just came off an amazing national championship game. Alabama defeating Georgia, all SEC title game, 26-23. Unbelievable. Got the pleasure to watch the game here with my buddy Tyler Dixon, who's a huge Alabama Crimson Tide fan. Wow, just watching the array of your emotions throughout the game was nuts. How do you feel right now? Your team's national champions.
I'm excited, man. I would even say elated.
That's an inside joke from earlier, but go ahead.
To win the game on the last play of the game, to lose the game on the last play of the game last year, to have that emotion carrying over, it's crazy emotions. I mean, to see the backup quarterback come in at halftime, that's a desperation move in most games.
Absolutely.
Somehow, not with Nick Saban, not with Alabama, makes the right call. He comes in and they win the game. To miss two easy field goals, especially one with time expiring, 36 yards, misses the goddamn field goal, and they end up winning the game. It's crazy.
The play, I believe it was 2nd and 26, if I'm not mistaken, and you guys score a walk-off touchdown. Before that play, what are you thinking? You know, are we going back to Papa Mosto's kick? I mean, what's going on?
We lost. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, for the momentum to change like that, they kicked a 52-yard field goal right after we lost, right after we missed a field goal to win the game. And then we get sacked on the very first play. I mean, you know how momentum goes. It seems like it's over, right? I mean, we might throw a pick after that, or who knows what's going to happen. But to throw a walk-off touchdown on the very next play.
Dude, that's where coaching comes into play, too, because with Nick Saban is next man up, next play up. And something catastrophic things seem to be happening to y'all all night. But you guys responded every single time. I love the way Tua responded. You know, he came in cold, 3 and out to start the half. Comes back, gets bang bang at that 3rd and 7 scramble where he broke like 3 tackles, rolling to his right, and then comes back across the field, rolling to his left. It seemed to get him going. They have boom boom touchdown, and then throughout the game, he comes back the next year, throws a pick. We saw everything that you see from true freshman quarterbacks today, too. Even with Jake Fromm on the other side. Times he looked super poised, was able to matriculate the ball down the field, and then other times he's throwing interceptions in the pressure. Talk about the adjustments you guys made defensively and how proud you are of your defense tonight to come through at the end of the game.
Man, I thought the defense played well pretty much all game. It was the 3rd down that was killing us.
Oh, yeah.
Even in the first half.
Big
it
plays
was
on
3rd and
third
12, 3rd and 20, 3rd and 17. It didn't matter what it was. Georgia kept coming up with the plays, and Alabama never had. That was the difference in the first half. Georgia made the plays, the big plays, and Alabama never made them. And second half, they made their adjustments, and they just kept chipping away. And that's at the end of the game. I mean, Alabama came out on top. I'm still surprised, to be honest. I don't. Like I said, I don't feel like we deserve to win this game.
Georgia played a great game, and I don't think. I mean, yeah, you guys had a lot of mental errors tonight. Fights on the sideline. Young man passed out. I hope he's okay. Seemed all sorts of chaos. I wish we could have a reality TV show on what was going on the sideline. I wanted to see more Nick Saban cussing people out. We didn't get to see that as much as we did in the Clemson game. But if you look at Payne and Roquan Davis, that defensive line was monsters today. You saw what it was like to Alabama get their linebackers back. But going over to the Georgia side, we have to give them a lot of credit too. Their game plan, Kirby had those boys ready to play. I didn't think that at Alabama the stage was too big for Georgia. Even with their freshman quarterback, they executed very well. Even on 3rd and longs, the 80-yard touchdown like you mentioned. Throughout the game, they were, I've never seen a pro-style type offense have so much success against Alabama, and that's because their play calling was very timely. Sony Michel was actually, they were gashing Alabama a lot, but again, that persistence, that championship mentality, that experience on the Alabama sideline. Georgia didn't score again until overtime after the 80-yard touchdown.
And there was a big series, actually, and you mentioned Sony Michel gashing Alabama, and it was happening. And I remember you mentioned that. And I was like, yeah, damn, they are gashing him. And it was like 2nd and 3, and I was just thinking to myself, we need one big stop.
Right.
And
Something.
we come up the middle, hit him for a 1-yard loss. Now all of a sudden it's 3rd and 4. We get the stop, and they have to punt. But that was the moment in the game where I felt like, okay, maybe we now actually have a chance to win this. And man, I can't believe they actually pulled it out. I'm still fucking shocked.
Dude, we got to wrap up, but does Tua get a statue in Tuscaloosa? Nick, sorry.
Eventually he will. I'm being serious about it. I mean, look, everybody knows how crazy Alabama fans are.
Sure.
The legend of this guy, Tua, is going to grow exponentially after this day. I mean,
I'm still shocked that he ended up at Alabama. I've watched him. You know, I'm a big recruiting junkie, and I know he was probably going to go to Oregon. For those that don't know, he went to the same high school in Hawaii as Marcus Mariota of the Tennessee Titans, and he was pretty much sealed to go to Oregon. And he flips to Alabama, and he said he wanted to play for the best program in the country. And I'm like, dude, Jalen Hurts is still there. And I want to end the video with Jalen Hurts, who, you know, the biggest move arguably we've ever seen in a championship situation, a coach benching a starter who had only lost 2 games in his career for a true freshman quarterback. If you want to speak to that, just
I'll start by saying this. I'm a big Jalen Hurts fan as a person. He's always, if you go look at Jalen Hurts as a person, go look at him. He's always visiting kids in the hospital, sick kids in the hospital. Just an amazing guy. And for him, you saw his personality tonight. He was always there for Tua. He was there in every huddle, supported him, and I mean that's just the type of guy he is. So he was as happy as anyone else on the team to win tonight, especially losing last year. But so I mean, you know, that's what I gotta say about Hurts. Yeah. He's just a good guy,
incredible guy, and. Well, you know, we'll have some more analysis, and there's so many things. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments, just key points you guys thought swung this game. I know I've been hit up from a lot of Bulldogs fans throughout the weeks when I started making the playoff videos, but I'd love to hear from you guys. You guys had an outstanding season. You have a lot to look forward to. Big time recruiting class coming to Athens. Jake Fromm in the fold, but hail to the victors. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, baby.
Thank you.